hairstylist for doing my hair. Hey, we are live. It's Boogie with the Bull, Uncensored, on the Dave Glovin profile, the Boogie with the Bull Uncensored group, and the Boogie with the Bull Uncensored YouTube channel. But it's only on there as Boogie with the Bull. I don't want you to get confused and not be able to find it. So again, the Dave Glovin profile, the Boogie with the Bull Uncensored public group, and the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, uncensored there over on YouTube. But only look up Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel or you'll get confused and you won't find it. So pop on into one of those live chats and we'll chat about what's going on in America today. It's Friday, April 28th. And what's going on today at about 4 p.m. down in Danville, Kentucky. And I've been saying the name of the club wrong. I guess it is the Harlan Knights Club. But down there in Danville, Kentucky. At about 4 p.m., there'll be a bunch of games for your family to play before settling in for a concert from 6 p.m. to about midnight. 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. At 11 p.m., there will be an open mic competition, and I believe one or more people there is rumored to have a chance, as I roll back, to win, I think, $100. And to me, that sounds really cool. So bring your best karaoke or live music singing, and you could walk away with a $100 winner. From what I understand at the club, there are 7 stages. So I guess acts will come out on the main stage and then move to the other 6 clubs throughout the club. Some of the stage areas sell alcohol, so your kids may not be welcome in those areas, and you might not want to bring them into those areas anyway. But so we'll just make sure that the legal ones are consuming and the non-legal ones are not consuming alcohol. That's all I have to say on that. But at the Harlan Knights Club, down in Danville, Kentucky, like I said, tonight at 4 p.m., games for you and your kids till 6 p.m., the concert featuring country western musician Cody Powers. And you have a chance to go all over Facebook right now on the Randy Griesenbeck page or the Night Owl Entertainment page and sample the musicians that are going to be there. So I suggest you do that. Other people that are going to be there, Soup Mama official Sharice Moser will be there collecting donations, whether they are monetary or actual things that people in East Palestine, Ohio need. And she will take it upon herself to make sure those things get to the people in East Palestine, or that the things are acquired to get to people in East Palestine, things that they can't get. The most important thing I hear about right now is water, 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 and more water. If you have a tanker truck that you can fill with clean, safe drinking water, washing water, bathing water, do it. If you have another tanker that you can send up there to take the used water and bring it back and clean it up or dump it safely and fill it up with clean water again and bring it back, that would be graciously appreciated too. I've also said that, hey, something that you might think about is maybe you would bring up a tanker full of clean water that can be used, and maybe if another person has washers and dryers, or at least washers, that they can bring up, and somehow we can connect the washers to your water tanker truck or tub of water. I don't know. and people can do their laundry, that would be graciously appreciated. What I understand right now is people in East Palestine are fighting the cities around East Palestine people to get hotel rooms where they can at least bathe and shower all weekend and then do their laundry at the same time and then come home, and then next weekend they might have to bathe. They may have to fight to get a hotel room to do the same thing. That's all brought to you by the governor and the state legislature of Ohio, who decided, for whatever reasons they did, to not seek having East Palestine, Ohio declared a national emergency or any kind of emergency where maybe the state and the federal government would team up to help improve the situation. Can't tell you why they didn't. At this point, really don't want to know. It's our responsibility to make sure that our fellow human beings in East Palestine, Ohio, are taken care of the best way possible. That's the regurgitation on that. Still feel the same as far as if you supported the Bud Light boycott. Well, you won because they don't make Bud Light anymore. Bud Light didn't wake up. So now you can't get Bud Light anymore. Seems that they shuttered it, killed it, closed it, did whatever they wanted to do with it, and brought out Busch Light. So Bud Light's gone. If you're looking for a light beer from AB InBev, try Busch Light. And in the ongoing argument or discussion over who owns who and what belongs to AB InBev, I have to apologize because I misread what I had been reading in Google to go the other way than it actually does. I guess Molson Coors and SAB Miller, which was had been bought by AB InBev, were the owners of everything Molson, Coors, Miller, whatever. When AB InBev sold SAB Miller to Molson Coors, they no longer owned anything or a part of anything that was Molson Coors or Miller. They got $12 billion from Molson Coors. I had misread it the other way, that when SAB Miller was bought by AB InBev for $12 billion, they got control of everything that was Molson Coors. So it really doesn't matter, because as I've said all along, if you were protesting Bud Light and swore that you'd never buy Bud Light because a woke Bud Light can and case was coming, then you won, because you'll never have to drink Bud Light again, even in a non-woke can, which apparently never left a Bud Light canning facility owned by AB InBev, or went to a Bud Light distributor and onto a Bud Light retailer. That woke can never made it. So congratulations, you helped kill Bud Light. And any other thing that you drank, it wasn't Bud Light. So you have to decide whether or not, if it was an AB InBev brand and you drank it, well, then you have to decide whether or not that was okay. And every day's regurgitation is going to be, you know what? You got to do what you got to do. If you don't like the fact that they're doing something with Bud Light, and then you go and you switch to Beck's or Beck's Light or another brand of AB InBev beer or light beer, are you still supporting AB InBev? I don't really know. Anyway, good morning, Terry Stark, one of the award-winning admins of the Boogie with the Bull family of groups. And in a shuffle, Terry was was moved aside. Other people were moved aside too, but Terry was moved aside. And I have made a decision that if Terry wants to come back to any of the groups or any one of the groups as an admin, she is more than welcome to do so. And others that were removed will not be back in any capacity as an admin or a moderator. And we don't have to air that dirty laundry now. But Justin Bayer says it's not letting me comment on my Acme Advocate, Cultivate, Medicate, Educate page. Okay? So if you were following along the conversation, Justin posted something yesterday or the day before, I don't remember, but I saw it yesterday. And it was 2 Acme logos, 2 in green and 1 in black. Most people seem to say that the black one looked better, and I agreed. But I also went on and said that the left green one, if you were trying to advocate, cultivate, medicate, educate people in the military or retired from the military, because of that logo, they may fall behind that one. And then the one that kind of looked like somebody holding a rifle, if you were trying to advocate, cultivate, medicate, or educate the gun owners, then that might do that one. And Justin says, yes, we're going to use them all for different things. Bingo, I won. And I don't have to boycott Acme because they're going to educate, cultivate, motivate, advocate, cultivate, medicate, educate everyone with the black and white logo. And if you're associated with the military and or a veteran of the military, they're going to advocate, cultivate, medicate, educate you. And if you're a gun owner in the United States of America and you're pro 2A, even if you're not pro 2A, and you want to be advocated, cultivated, medicated, and educated, then Acme wants to work with you as well. And that was brought to you in the public interest of Acme. Advocate, cultivate, medicate, educate. Go to the Acme Facebook page and or contact Justin Bayard, because he did say that he was not allowed or able to post on the Acme Facebook page. So if you contact Justin Bayard, and it's JUSTIN BAYARD, if you're looking to become Justin's friend, make sure you catch the right one. Justin, JUSTIN. I just said it's not TIN. JUSTIN BAYARD. And it'll be the one that you see Acme all over that page, because you need an advocate who will cultivate, medicate, and educate you on everything, not just what Acme wants to advocate, cultivate, medicate, and educate you on. Justin has I think he said 40-acre camp up in Pennsylvania. It's Camp for Vets, CAMP, the number 4, Vets, VET, as in veterans. They bring veterans out from the city, and a beautiful, like I said, 40-acre site out in the woods where they can relax, unwind, do things that vets want to do. I believe he showed different rounds that people can shoot or bring with them and shoot. Actually, I think he said any kind of gun you have, you can bring to the camp and shoot it. And I don't know if the camp provides weapons. You'll have to talk to Justin and figure that out. Acme, advocate, cultivate, medicate, educate. We'll be doing all kinds of things, gun rights, cannabis change, legislation, everything. And one day we will bring Justin back on again, and we'll talk about everything that Acme does. But like I started to at the top of the broadcast, today is April 28th down in Danville, Kentucky at the Harlan Knights Club. Randy Griesenbeck through Night Owl Entertainment is bringing in a whole slew of world-class musicians that are going to entertain you while they hopefully get you to donate either stuff that Charisse Moser, Soup Mama official, can bring up to the people of East Palestine, Ohio. And this is a good thing. If you are there, I believe the proceeds of tonight's event will be donated to Soup Mama official, again, to help her continue her fight to provide the people of Danville. I don't know. I'm getting things out of there. I'm getting as bad as Joe. I can't even read my teleprompter right. Soup Mama will bring things that the people of East Palestine, Ohio need and are having trouble getting. And again, like I said, if you don't have things that you want to donate that she can have picked up and brought to East Palestine, and you just want to send a financial donation, either way, it's tax deductible. Go to the Soup Mama official Facebook page, Soup Mama official Facebook page here on Facebook. The Soup Mama official Facebook page, and it will tell you how to coordinate getting stuff that you have that you want to donate picked up and brought to East Palestine, Ohio, or how to make a financial donation and where to make that financial donation. And yes, either way, you will get a receipt because Soup Mama is a 501c3 charity organization, the big thing, not just somebody out there saying, I want your money and I'm going to run away with it. So, she is the real deal. And if you know her personally and have seen her on Facebook, she is the real deal. Soup Mama, Charisse Moser will be there. Randy Griesenbeck will be there. I believe William Rayfield is going to be there. Patriots Lab Uncensored. Off the top of my head, I don't know who else will be there. There is a possibility that the concert will be broadcast live on either the Boogie with the Bull page or in the Boogie with the Bull Uncensored group. And we have a production crew here in the studio waiting for further instructions. Once we have those instructions, I believe that the concert portion of the event, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., will be broadcast. I do not know if the open mic portion, 11 p.m. till whenever that is done, I don't know if that will be broadcast live on Boogie with the Bull. The studio is booked at 11 o'clock. So I can't tell you. More information will come throughout the day, so look for it in the Boogie with the Bull Uncensored public group, the Boogie with the Bull page, the Dave Glovin profile, the Randy Griesenbeck profile, the Soup Mama official profile might have information on it. We will do the best that we can because that's what we do. Justin says he also will provide or does provide free hunting to veterans and disabled children. We'll highlight that on the screen because we can. Justin Bayard says that Camp for Vets provides free hunting to veterans and disabled children. You can contact Justin, or I believe Camp for Vets, CAMP, the number 4, the word vets, Camp for Vets. I believe they have a Facebook page too, and you can go there. Or like I said, you can contact Justin with an O, Bayard, on Facebook, and he will answer all of your Acme questions, Camp for 4 questions about advertising and sponsorship space on his cars that are being put together for racing and other merchandising that he may be doing. If he's doing some merchandising for Camp for Kids and you want to buy a sponsorship spot on any of that merchandising, I'm sure he will be more than happy to negotiate a spot for you or with you. I don't want to say for you. Everybody's working together on that one. Don't forget, on May 13th, the Faith Over Fear rally again returns to Loganville, Georgia. Lucretia Hughes, Mac McGregor, again, Randy Griesenbeck, Jonathan Garcia might be there, William Rayfield may be there. I will be there by video if I have the opportunity to be there by video. And again, you've attended or watched part of the previous Faith Over Fear rally, so you know what it is all about. And if you can't be there, I'm sure there will be ample opportunity for you to watch either the whole thing or portions of it. You can go to the Lucretia Hughes Facebook page. You can go to the Fallback Productions Facebook page. You can go to the fallbackproductions.com website. You can go to the lucretiahughes.com website, all for more information. Don't forget, Dawn Marie up in Ohio is putting together the United Freedom Festival July 1st and July 2nd at the Guernsey County Fairgrounds in Ohio. And more information can be found on the United Freedom Festival event page here on Facebook. Go to it and find out. You can signify that you are going. You can signify you are interested. You can even post questions, and someone associated with the United Freedom Festival will do their best to answer your question. I can't guarantee they will, but they will do their best to answer any questions that you have. And or if there is a website or other places on Facebook that you can go and get your question answered, I'm sure they will do that. I'll try to get Dawn to come on to Boogie with the Bull Uncensored broadcast as we get closer to the United Freedom Festival and share with you what it is all about and why you should either watch it on Facebook and support it, or be there in person and support it, or just support it because it's the right thing to do. Don't forget, Angie May Yu has Patriot Rally in the Valley. Patriot Rally in the Valley. One more time. Patriot Rally in the Valley is in October. There is an event page for that. If you know Angie May Yu, you can contact her for more information. It's ANGEMEW. Angie May. It's Angie May Yu. I gotta write things down or yell at the people who do my teleprompter, because it must be the same people who do Joe Biden's teleprompter. But anyway, Angie May Yu and Patriot Rally in the Valley coming to you in October. And again, as it gets closer, we will try to get Angie May on, or maybe we'll be lucky to be on with Angie May, and we can help promote it as things go on. If you got something going on in the United States of America and you want to let people know about it, or you want to see if it is possible to have it live streamed, you can contact me, Boogie with the Bull Uncensored, and message me, Dave Glovin, on Messenger, and I will see what I can do. If possible, I will try to get a team there with a feed to send to me, and we can send it out all over Facebook, all over YouTube, all over any place else. We can link the YouTube channel or even the Facebook channels to, and be live around the world if possible. If you're outside of the United States and you're planning on something that includes the United States, again, contact me and we will do the same thing, and we will do our best to help you publicize your event and even have it live on Facebook and on YouTube and on as many other social media networks as we can, because that's what we do. And no, we're not worried about making any money. If you're worried about making money, that's on your end, but we're not worrying about making any money, because we're not worried about making any money. Money becomes the root of all evil. It contaminates the thought to me, in my head, it contaminates the thought of trying to do something, because when you're worried about you have to make money about it, then you only do it a specific way, and you don't really do it the way that it should be. Okay, something I had to read, but you get wrapped up in it has to make money, and if it's not making you money, then it may not be as successful as you want to be. I'm not on here to make money as a digital content creator, and I don't care what anybody says. I'm not here to worry about making money. I got equipment that gets me on or gets other people on the best way I can, and that's just what it is. And I'm an opinionated guy, and I have an opinion on just about everything. And if it doesn't work for you and or the event and or your organization, well, then that's just the way it is. Going to move on to Maybelline, because I've been saying maybe it's Maybelline that's going to be the next company that Dylan Mulvaney is going to try to make woke or go broke. And it's sad if that's what's going to happen, but that's his track record so far. And not arguing whether he is a she or she was a he or whatever anymore, I don't care. Everybody in this world is an actor. Everybody in this world is playing a role. Okay? And if your role requires you to make the full change from being a biological this to a transgender that, then that's what you do. And how much of the transgendering you do, well, that depends on what you want to do. Justin says maybe it's Manbeline. Well, my only comment on that, Justin, is that along the lines where I've been saying, even though sometimes it's been twisted, Dylan is an actor. Dylan created a role and is being paid money, on the average $50,000, to play a role that Dylan created. And I guess that role that Dylan created required a biological man to have a transgendered female face. Don't know if anything else was transgendered, don't care. Okay? I really don't care anymore. So, but I will tell you that it looks like Dylan's promotional work to take a brand and make it woke or get it to accept woke didn't work for AB InBev. They closed down Bud Light completely and claim they have a $10 billion loss from doing so. And I'm sure on top of that, or in that, is the $50,000 that they paid Dylan to wake up Bud Light. Or maybe they paid Dylan $50,000 to put Bud Light to sleep. I really don't know. And like I said, it's going to be the daily regurgitation in posts and comments on Facebook, because if I decide to put up a post at a time, I'm going to put up a post. And if I decide to comment on a post that way, then that's how I'm going to comment. But really, in the grand scheme of things, it's just another diversion. It's just another diversion of narratives that have been very successful on Boogie with the Bull broadcast, where people or organizations told you what they were going to do, how they were going to do it, when they were going to do it. Then they went ahead and did it, and then they still kept using that as a diversion from something else. Okay? Joe Biden announced that he's going to run for re-election. Well, I personally believe that both Donald Trump and Joe Biden, the two main people running in the Republican-Democrat presidential election on November 5th, 2024, both of them need to submit to cognitive testing right now, not show anything they ever had done in their lives. They both need to submit to cognitive testing from an independent medical professional who can do cognitive testing. Not someone who works for Joe Biden in the White House, not someone who's on Donald Trump's campaign staff. They just need to they both need to agree on someone who is not affiliated with either campaign or was ever affiliated when they were president, and have testing done. If they want, they can have their doctor who did their testing there, and that they can observe and they can question anything. But this is ridiculous. It appeared early on that Joe Biden had said that if he ran for president in 2024, he was not going to be involved in any presidential debates. Well, Joe, to be honest with you, there's nothing that could come up in the debate between you and Donald Trump, or Donald Trump and you, that both sides haven't already brought out there. America is tired, really, of hearing both, because the regurgitation on that, again, is Donald Trump was president when he dealt with the Presidential Records Act and declassifying and taking with him classified documents, and he did. And you, while you were a senator, did not have the ability to leave with the Capitol building any classified document, keep it, rediscover it when you were vice president, or just keep it while you were vice president, and then became president and go after Donald Trump for doing something you think he did wrong, that not only did you do wrong as a senator and possibly as a vice president, you probably have continued to do it as president because you held everything you took as a senator and a vice president. So it's time to just get past that, get past to what needs to be done for America and do it. And I don't think, President Biden, you can show any proof that Donald Trump profited off of money in Ukraine personally while he was president or while you were president. And it appears that through several sources, apparently they can prove that you profited while you were a vice president and possibly still are as a president. And that the whole idea of winning the Ukraine war at whatever cost it is to the United States is to keep Vlad Zelensky from going public and proving that you continue to profit and maybe profiting illegally. And whatever. And I just don't want to hear it anymore, okay? The people who watch or come to your debates only want to hear one thing. From you, President Biden, they want to watch you pull your head out of your rectum, turn off the teleprompters, pull any earpiece that's telling you what to say out of your ear, listen to what people say, and give them the answer. And if you don't give them the answer and you appear to be unable to give them the answer, then that should prove to everybody that you're not capable of being president. And it's the same thing I would have to say to President or Commander-in-Chief Trump, whatever role you believe he is holding right now, same thing. Yes, you have proven yourself to be correct, right, in most cases where the Democrats insist that you are wrong. So you have the opportunity to speak about that while you are debating President Biden, who may have been responsible or involved or approved whatever actions were illegally taken against you. And that again should show that President Biden either didn't know what he was doing, a complete idiot, and or just a puppet on a string, or he was only allowed to talk when the earpiece was in his ear telling him what to say. And I got to tell you, because in my own dementia, if I was wearing an earpiece or listening to someone try to tell me what I should be saying to someone when I'm on the phone, you can ask my wife. I just end up yelling because I've got somebody on the phone telling me what I need to do, and I've got my wife sitting next to me telling me what I need to do, and I just can't do it, can't handle it. And too many people telling me what to do at one time. And I'm sure that if I'm feeling it in my dementia, that Joe Biden is probably feeling it in his dementia. And all I can say is that, Jill, if you're orchestrating him getting through his first term and making sure he gets reelected, everybody can call it whatever they want, elder fraud or elder abuse, fraud, this, that, whatever. I really don't care. It's wrong. Okay? It's just 100% wrong. And the people behind Joe Biden telling him what to do because he's not capable of doing what they want him to do, whether it's through an earpiece or just standing there while somebody else tells him what to do, or just only does what they want him to do. If the president of the United States is at that point, even people similar to the president of the United States are smart enough to tell you, well, then that's time he can't be president. If he can't listen to the people of the United States of America and do what they want him to do, then he shouldn't be there. Okay? And the only experience in the 2024 election of people telling a president what to do, doing what they told him to do, or explaining why he was going to do something else, the only person with that experience is President Trump, because he did what the people wanted to do. His classic thing in last night's speech in Manchester, New Hampshire, was gasoline was $1.87, I think he said. I seem to think that it was $1.83, but I'm not going to argue 4 cents. Just, we spend time arguing about too much stuff that we really don't need to. The daily regurgitation, for me, I really don't need to. It's just a means of occupying the time that I set out to do a broadcast. And really, it should just be, come on, share a schedule of events that are going on, talk a little bit about each event, tell you how to contact the people doing each event, maybe give you some commentary of the day. Talk to people like Justin who have a new business that may be of interest to everybody in America. ACME, advocate, cultivate, medicate, eradicate. And they got 3 different logos, and the logos tell you the people that they're trying to advocate, cultivate, medicate, and educate. And yeah, I'm sure there are people out there who, when they hear medicate, are kind of like, the federal government now is trying to medicate us to do whatever. Well, maybe this is self-medication. So, don't get tied up on that word. Good morning to Gerard K. Michaels, the host of the American Rebellion, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. So adjust your clock so that it's matching his clock, 7 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And it's a panel concept. They all come on together, or they come on together and other people pop in, and they talk about what is of interest to each individual panel member, and they have a discussion about it, and then they move back on. It usually, as I seem to feel, it comes back to politics, even though that's not the bulk or only purpose of the broadcast. But if you listen to everybody and you think about what they say and you think about how you feel, by 9 p.m., maybe you've made your decision. And it's okay to disagree. But anyway, that's what it is. 7 p.m. 9 p.m. tonight, Friday, downstairs on the American Rebellion blogger page. The American Rebellion. Jerry Michaels, Nikki Young, Robert Lawless, the Minnesota Madman, Jen Woodruff, I'm sure. Well, Jen Woodruff, I can't guarantee that Jen Woodruff will be there, but usually on Friday night she is there. She won't be on the Friday free-for-all this afternoon because she has an appointment and won't be back in time to participate. But hopefully she will be on the American Rebellion tonight. And that's what I said. Oh, and also Jerry has another page here on Facebook. Old guy, I don't remember at all. Old guy singing, but it's old guy something, and it's Jerry Michaels lip syncing to songs that are songs that you want to hear. I listen to Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys, and I've sang that song just about everything in my 61 years of life. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be broadcasters on Facebook. Mamas don't let your babies grow up to be this, to be that. Rent-a-cops, Uber drivers, Uber passengers. So go to contact Gerard K. Michaels, because, like I said, I can't remember the name of the page. If he types it into the live chat, I'll tell it to you. But it's old guys, and I just think it's old guys singing something or whatever. I don't remember. Or just type in old guys on Facebook search, and it'll probably come up in your search. And William Rayfield is the host of the Patriots Lab Uncensored. Both are private groups, so when the broadcast is on, you have to be a member of one of those two groups or hope that he will share it publicly so that you can watch it and take part. I heard rumors that Ray is going to be in Kentucky tonight at the Benefit for East Palestine, Ohio, in Danville, Kentucky tonight. Like I said, 4 p.m. there are supposed to be games for you and your family. 6 p.m. there is a concert for you and your family. 11 p.m. there is open mic that you and your family can take part in, possibly, or you and your family could win one of several, what I heard, $100 prizes. And I don't know if it's cash. I don't know if it's merchandise. All I know is that I was informed that during the open mic competition, the prizes are $100, and there could or will be more than one $100 winner. So if you are interested, make sure you are there. Harlem Nights Club. The address is on Randy Griesenbeck's page on the promo for it. You see the promo all over Facebook for it. The headliner act is country singer Cody Powers. And I think it lists a few of the other musicians that are going to be there. And all I know is that there were ones being added right up until yesterday. So I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm sure that you will have a good time. The money, the proceeds being raised go to Soup Mama Official. You know what Sharice Moser does. You know who she is. Maybe you've even taken part and helped her at one time or another. So, you know it's the real deal. Soup Mama Official Soup Mama Incorporated is a 501c3 charity. So if you make a donation of stuff, or you make a donation of money, or you make a donation of money and stuff, yes, you qualify for a tax-deductible donation. If you're a business and you want to donate stuff or money on a regular basis, yes, you get a tax-deductible receipt too. I hope nobody is just doing this to get a tax-deductible receipt for doing it, but you know what? I don't care. Soup Mama needs help making sure she is able to continue doing the effort that she is doing in East Palestine, Ohio, and will do anywhere else in the United States if it becomes necessary, because that's the kind of person that she is. Okay? She's not involved in all the politics of doing broadcast or the politics of being an admin of a group or the politics of being a member of a group. No. She just understands that these people in East Palestine, Ohio need help. They were kind of abandoned by Norfolk Southern, the owner of the train, and I believe the tracks, but at least the owner of the train that derailed. They were kind of abandoned by the governor of Ohio because he did not choose to make it a national emergency and hope to get help from the federal government, FEMA, and other agencies within the federal government that could help. Again, I feel that's 100% wrong. But there's lots of beliefs, lots of conspiracy theories going around why they didn't help and why the federal government wasn't brought in. I've heard maybe it will ultimately be a land grab for whatever uses the Biden regime thinks they can do with it, or the CCP tells Biden to do with it. Don't really care anymore. That has nothing to do with what's going on tonight. Tonight, 4 o'clock, down in Danville, Kentucky, at the Harlan Knights Club. I believe the actual name is the Harlan Social Club. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., there will be games for you and your family, your children. At 6 p.m., the concert starts. There's a main stage and 6 others. I don't know if someone's going to hit the main stage and then play the other 6 or what. I don't know, but all I can tell you is Randy has been promoting and messaging that Harlan Social Club does serve alcohol. Some of the stages serve alcohol and some of the stages don't, I believe. Can't promise that either. So you may want to make sure that you and your family under 21 are sitting at a stage that either doesn't serve alcohol, or make sure that you and your family under 21 do not consume any alcohol. And as far as you being able to consume alcohol, make sure you do it responsibly, because you drove your family there, and it's your responsibility to make sure that you and your family or anybody else that rode in your car gets home. And if you did drink, make sure there's somebody in your car that can drive your car home, or see if you can leave your car there and ride home with somebody else and go back tomorrow and get your car. Anyway, enough preaching on that. Maybe it's Manbeline. Jack Alexander said that. I believe it's afternoon now. I was going to say good morning, but I believe it's afternoon. Yeah, it is. It's afternoon. Good afternoon, Jack. Maybe it is. And my only comments, as I think I did say, and I'll probably wrap the broadcast up in the next 12 minutes, is that and I'm going to word this the way that I said it, and anybody can interpret it however they want to interpret it. Dylan Mulvaney is an actor. Dylan Mulvaney is a content creator. Dylan Mulvaney created an actor who acts in Dylan Mulvaney's content. I guess in order to do that, Dylan Mulvaney, a biological male, transgendered his face to a transgendered female. Okay? So she has a female face. That's the role that he created. I can't prove if any other portion of Dylan has been transgendered to be male or female, or is still male, or was changed to be female. I don't care. As far as the argument that a biological male transgendering to female should not be allowed to play female sports, I've been saying for the whole time we've had this argument, yes, no, yes, meaning no, they should not be allowed to immediately transgender from a biological male to a transgendered female and immediately be able to go play female sports. Because when you transgender and you do the whole thing, you end up on hormone replacement therapy. And I'm sure the doctors are monitoring the amount of new hormones that you're putting into your body so that your body thinks it is what you made it. I'm sure there is a level of hormones that have to be in your body for your body to, or for what their medical science says your body now thinks it has become or transgendered female. So yesterday on a post, I said, say it's 250% hormone replacement therapy. 250% of that has to be in your body at all times in order for you to, for your body and hopefully your brain has made the conversion to where it thinks and you are a transgendered female. You have to be at that 250% level all the time before you can audition and play female sports. And if you do the full transgender, male is now, biological male is now transgendered female, and you never hit that 250% even after a year of transgender hormone replacement therapy, well, then you did it for nothing and you can't play as a female. And you have to either keep doing it, maybe take more of it, I don't know. But until that 250% of replaced hormone is in your body 24/7, then you're not a transgendered female. Who wants to be an athlete? Who wants to play female sports? You're not a female. You're not a transgendered female who can play sports. And it would be the same thing for a girl if she a biological female, if she decided she was going to become a transgendered male so she could play in the NFL, it would be the same thing. He cannot play in the NFL if the magic number is 250, and until they can show that their body is regulating that 250% magic number based on a year's taking hormone replacement therapy, then you can't do it. As far as bathrooms go, we're never going to have that agreement. Honestly, we're never going to have that agreement that a man can use a women's room in a gas station that only has one stall in the women's room and maybe a chair or something for you to sit and relax on, or a men's room that has a toilet, a handicapped accessible toilet and a urinal, and only one person is in there at a time because you lock the door when you go in there. Same thing you do in the women's room. Okay, I don't care. I was in the ground transportation business for 44 years, and when I was out with clients, you don't have time to wait for your bathroom to open, or they don't have time to wait for their bathroom to open, and they will go in and use the other one. Men will go in and use women's rooms and have men stand outside. Women will go inside and use men's rooms, and they will stand outside. I don't really care. I got three choices when I'm in a place that has a bathroom that is open. One is I use it. One is I wait for the one that I am. One is I just stand there and do my business in my pants, hoping that the men's room is going to open. Okay? I'm a disabled American. In my head, under the Americans with Disabilities Act, you got to use whichever one is available. It doesn't mean walk into a women's room that has a woman in there using it and go in and use it. It means hop out and wait for her to come out, or hope that the person in the men's room, the woman in the men's room, comes out and I can go into the men's room. It's a stupid argument. It's not a stupid argument in public schools, because public schools only have right now a boys' room, a girls' room, a boys' locker room, a girls' locker room. And now they have someone who either isn't a boy, isn't a girl, and they need to use a bathroom. But the same thing does fall true. If the magic number is 250, as soon as they hit 250% in them, just like anybody else, if you were a bio man that transgendered to a female, you're now a female, you hit that 250%, and females, whether they're transgendered or bio, use the female restroom. Males, bio males, or transgendered males, you use the men's room. That all comes back to, in my belief, a toilet is a toilet. And if it's a single-use bathroom, like I said, in a gas station or in a restaurant, it doesn't care who uses it. And in some restaurants and in some public places, there are 3: men's room, women's room, family. And the family one is handicapped accessible too. So for me, that means there's 2 options. If the men's room, which is handicapped accessible, is tied up, and the family one, even though I'm not a family, but I am handicapped, is available, I will use it. 9 out of 10 times, if the family and handicapped one is available, I will go in and use it anyway. Why? Because the stall is bigger. The space around the inside of the bathroom is bigger, because it has to accommodate a person in a wheelchair and be able to, if they can, transfer from their wheelchair to the toilet and back into the wheelchair. So you got more room. Gives me a little bit more room to move around in. So, that's what I use. But I understand, in public schools, they can't just put in a family bathroom, but maybe that's what they need to do. And they can't just put in a family locker room. And my comments on that were that don't have PE throughout the day. Make PE the last class of everybody. Bio males, bio females, transgendered males, transgendered females. So, you either show up in uniform and don't have to go into a men's and trans men's locker room, or females in a trans female locker room. You just show up ready to go. And when you're done, same thing. It's your last class, hop in your car and go home. Shower at home. Or go to work and shower at work. Get it out of the public schools. It doesn't belong in the public schools. Meaning the debate over which room, which bathroom, which locker room someone uses doesn't belong in the public schools. Why? Because the disruption of saying, well, transgendered boys have to either go in before or wait until the bio boys use it and then go in and use it and then go about their business is not fair to them. Why should they be late to their next class? Why should you be late to your next class? Okay? It doesn't involve me, because as far as I'm concerned, like I said, I think the schools need to build a 3rd locker room and have 3rd bathrooms throughout the school to accommodate everybody. And if they ever decide there's a fourth gender, they may have to do that. And by the time that happens, most schools will decide they don't want to have sports anymore because they can't afford the insurance, and or they just don't want sports anymore. And, then you go to the YMCA or the YWCA, or you go to a sports league on the town that is co-ed or triad. I don't really know. No one's ever going to be happy in that conversation. No one's ever going to be happy that Anheuser-Busch AB InBev doesn't make Bud Light anymore. Because if they had said, no, we're just going to keep making Bud Light for anybody who wants to drink Bud Light, which is what they should have done, you either would have just never drank anything else from AB InBev, or you would have gone and found something else at AB InBev that you wanted to drink, and that's it. Either way, at the end of the day, if they shuttered it and don't make it anymore, discontinued it, BlackRock Vanguard owns like 360,000 shares of it, worth about $16 billion. And it's not AB InBev stock, it's stock in Bud Light. So if they don't make Bud Light, they either got to buy back $16 billion worth of shares or give BlackRock Vanguard an option to move it someplace else within AB InBev. And if they didn't agree with Bud Light going woke, or any AB InBev brand going woke, or a specific woke brand. See, this is what I don't understand. We spend so much time in America going, well, if these Americans are now welcome to drink our American beer, we're not going to drink it anymore. And it's the same people that are running up and down, watching Facebook broadcasts, going out in the streets that say, you know what? It isn't that we're Republicans, we're Democrats, we're independents, we're this, that, we're other one, we're devil worshippers, we're Satanists, we are Jews, we're Muslims, we're this, we're that. You're a company that went into business. You may have a specific market that you're looking for, and that's all you're going to serve. Great. But somebody else may go into business, or may have been into business and makes the same thing, does the same thing, and they're just going to say, you know what? You're an American. You want to buy from us? Great. You don't want to buy from us? Don't. Go find somebody else that'll make it. That whole cake thing, wedding cake thing. Because I guess the baker was the best wedding cake maker of that particular wedding cake. If he decides he doesn't want to serve you, he doesn't have to serve you. Can't get his wedding cake. Personally, I think that's wrong. If it was me, I would have made the best one of those cakes ever and sent it to the wedding. I would have sent my card the same way. I wouldn't have gone to the wedding. I wouldn't have sent my staff to serve wedding cake. I would have made it clear to the person, I don't agree with your beliefs, so I'm not going to send me and my staff, but you tell me when you want the cake there, and we'll deliver the cake there. We'll put it wherever you want it set up, but then we're going to leave. We've completed our job. I'm not going to drink Bud Light anymore because they were going to put it in a woke can. Well, can I use the H word again? Can I call you a hypocrite? Because the only place you saw any version of a Bud Woke can was the Photoshopped versions of Bud Woke cans you saw or still see on Facebook. Because to the best of my knowledge, there were 3 kinds in the history of Bud Light cans. The original Bud Light can, whatever can they were using it in when this controversy started, and Bud Light Classic. 3 cases too. The original one that Bud Light came in whatever can it was, when this Go Woke or Go Broke thing came up, and Bud Light Classic. Those were the only 3 cans, according to AB InBev. Those were the only 3 cans that AB InBev sold to distributors or sent to their own distributors that went into retailers. And Walmart, like I said to me, we've never seen a Bud Light Woke can. It never came to us. I left it at that point, except to a couple of them. I said, well, if it came in that way, would you sell it? I wasn't going to ask them that. It wasn't because it wasn't available for them to sell. If AB InBev and the marketing person for Bud Light didn't hire an actor to play a part, to attract, to take a brand that was already awake because every American drank it, and they, I'm surprised that people on this woke culture diversion didn't come out and say, we've been drinking Bud Light for as long as it's been around. We have to hide everything about our lives from you so that we don't get into hassles with you or you get into hassles with us. So they've probably been drinking it as long as it's been around. This is the part of the daily regurgitation that bothers me, because Boogie with the Bull Uncensored, Boogie with the Bull True Patriot Talk, Boogie with the Bull page, whatever kind of broadcast I decide to put on there, whatever I do, would be so much better if the only part of regurgitation was me coming on and saying on April 25th, on May 13th, on July 1st and 2nd, and anything else that gets added in there before. I tell you about that. Then either I bring something up or somebody in the live chat brings something up, and or I bring something up and everybody leaves the live chat or doesn't say anything in the live chat. I'm still going to do the broadcast. In order to monetize them on Facebook, I have to have 50,000 people watch 3.6 hours of Boogie with the Bull in the same week. That's 180,000 hours. That gets pennies from Facebook. Over on YouTube, I got to have 1,000 subscribers. It's a free subscription. 1,000 subscribers watch 4,000 hours. That's 4 hours each. So almost the same, 3.6. And if you tell me once I have 1,000 on YouTube and 50,000 watching on Facebook, I'll make sure that you get all of those hours, because the average week is 1 or 2 or maybe 3 Boogie with the Bulls that you have to watch to get, and there are tons of other ones that you can watch. But then again, I'm not looking to monetize my broadcasts. I may sell a Boogie with the Bull white ceramic coffee mug. Why? Because I want one. I want a 20-ounce one for me. I'm getting one for me. A 20-ounce one for me from a very good friend who made some changes to the Uncensored logo that I wanted. Minor things. And she said that vendor that she went through only does 11-ounce mugs. But, and as I've said, yeah, I got to monetize the broadcast. StreamYard costs money, and Rumble will cost me money until I guess I meet the criteria that Rumble doesn't cost me money anymore. Or when they activate the Boogie with the Bull Rumble channel, it has enough subscribers that it doesn't cost me anything, and they start monetizing the broadcast right away. I really don't know. But, or I just don't have StreamYard, and I use Facebook Live Producer, and I link through StreamKey one other source so that it's not only on Facebook, or it can be shared from someplace other than Facebook. At this point, it really doesn't matter. 50,000 viewers, I'm still going to be Dave Glovin. 1,000 viewers, I'm still going to be Dave Glovin. No viewers, I'm still going to be Dave Glovin. And there are many Boogie with the Bull broadcasts. If you go back through my profile and find the oldest one you can, there are many of them where I was the only one doing it. And it didn't stop me. I still hit 3 hours and even sometimes 4 hours every single day. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I did. Okay? Right now, I'm trying to keep it to no more than 90 minutes because I think that's the magic number. Even if you can't watch the whole 90 minutes, I think that's the magic number to limit it to, because 90 minutes, you can watch 30 here, you can watch 30 there, you can watch 30 there, or, maybe just fast forward through the whole thing. That's what my mom does with TV commercials now. She fast forwards through the TV commercials to the next part of the program, and she slowly moves forward until she gets to a part that she actually needs to watch. So you're more than welcome to do that on a podcast, or you may even be able to do it on the live. I don't really know. From what I understand, you can on the live you can rewind, but I don't know how you can do that because it hasn't landed on Facebook yet. Anyway, Facebook user, it says your one page doesn't allow groups to join your page. I believe that is correct. The Boogie with the Bull page does not allow groups to join the page. And that was not my decision. The Boogie with the Bull page opened on the Facebook Classic page format. And I don't remember if you could link groups to it. When they took the Classic page format away from us for whatever reason they had and made us put us on Facebook for business pages, the whole thing changed. So, but you can go to the Boogie with the Bull Uncensored group and you can join. I believe your group can join that group and should join that group if you wish. And it doesn't have to be a conservative patriot group. It can be a whatever group. The only thing that I ask is that when digital content creators join Boogie with the Bull Uncensored public group, they're not doing so that they can start spamming members with things that have nothing to do with conservative patriot politics or whatever else we put in the Boogie with the Bull Uncensored public group. Anyway, I have ranted, I have raved enough. The battery went dead. I'll have to scroll back up this way. Facebook Live producer was watching. Jack Alexander was watching. Justin Bayard was watching. Scroll way back up. Terry Stark was watching. And, of course, StreamYard is watching. And if you were watching, you were either watching on the Dave Glovin profile and in the live chat, or you were watching on the Boogie with the Bull Uncensored group and the live chat there, or you could have been watching from YouTube and you were in the YouTube live chat. Like I said, all the destinations, at least one of them will be connected to Facebook. When we add Rumble, a lot of times it'll be on my profile, it'll be on Rumble, and it'll be on YouTube for as long as we have YouTube. And or from time to time, it may be someplace else, but it will generally be where we have 3 destinations. It'll be one on Facebook, one on Rumble, one on YouTube. And if we don't need to be on YouTube one day, then it may be Rumble and something else. Anyway, but we don't even have to have that conspiracy theory going on right now. It's Friday. I hope we get this weekend started. Today's morning, afternoon caffeine is actually afternoon, morning, no caffeine. It is the Clear America brand black cherry sparkling water. Tastes like soda because it's so sweet. No calories, no caffeine, and no sodium. So I guess somewhat it's good for me, but it has aspartame in it, so it's not good for me in the long run, I'm sure. But you know what? Tastes good, makes you happy. All things in moderation. I'm Dave Glovin, you're not. This is where I thank you for the privilege of letting me abuse your time for an hour and 15 minutes. There possibly will be a Boogie with a Bull broadcast from 5 p.m. to 6 o'clock if we're going to go live with the East Palestine benefit concert down in Danville, Kentucky, because we will move to that at 6 p.m. If that is the case, I'll have everything set to immediately switch at 6:30 over to be ready. Well, actually, I'll have the benefit broadcast on another Chromebook so that it's going and ready to rock and roll. Or there may not be a 5 p.m. Boogie with the Bull, or the 5 p.m. Boogie with the Bull end early, and the 6 p.m. concert will go live. If we do cover the 6 p.m. concert live on a Boogie with the Bull group or the Boogie with the Bull page, or even put it on my profile, I don't believe we will have the 4 p.m. Games for kids and your family portion covered, and we will not have the 11 p.m. open mic portion because the studio is booked for other things at 11 p.m. So the concert, 6 to 11 p.m., we will try to have, and if we don't have it live, I'm sure other people will. And even if we don't have it live and we get it from Randy Griesenbeck, then I will try to make sure that we can get it posted everywhere we can get it posted. And people, do me one thing. If you're there in person in Danville, Kentucky, you know that whatever you donate or the financial donation that you make, as well as the proceeds from the ticket prices, are going to Soup Mama Official to help Cherise take care of the people in East Palestine, Ohio, because nobody else is. If you're there at home and you're watching the concert, click out at some point and go make a donation, whatever you can afford, and then go back and finish watching the concert. Get your friends to do the same thing, okay? Because it's the right thing to do. I had a funny thought when I sat down to do the broadcast, and I left my head and it came back. If Anheuser-Busch, AB InBev, found 1 million cases of Bud Light in one of the 3 cans it was, and not in the woke can, and offered to truck them up to East Palestine, Ohio, and give as many as they could to each person that came up and asked for them. If you lived in East Palestine, Ohio, and you couldn't afford to buy beer right now, and you were offered a case, would you take it? If Maybelline was there and they were giving anybody who asked for it, I don't know, nice little pack of fanny pack or backpack or something, nice kit of cosmetics, would you take it? Would you? And if you were using it before and you're an actor, why would you stop using it? Because they're talking about recognizing the role that you're acting, or you used it in any role or public appearance. Why would you stop using it? Dylan, on the other hand, I think is a complete idiot. Because I don't think Dylan is going in and trying to get brands to recognize anybody. I think Dylan is getting paid $50,000 to make sure the ones that don't want to acknowledge they sell to woke, that they sell to some consumers who claim they just woke up. I think Dylan wants to make sure that all those companies lose billions of dollars, stop making billions of dollars of product that, again, doesn't care when you put it on your face or on your body who you are or what you are, because makeup was the modernization of war paint. And if you don't want to use Maybelline's war paint or L'Oreal's war paint because they own Maybelline, don't. Go use somebody else's. But how do you know when you go to somebody else's that people who suddenly woke up haven't been using it for a long time and are going to continue using it? I mean, it's just, I don't know. I hope my numbers are through the ceiling today. Unfortunately, my tablet that monitors my profile died, and it takes about 45 seconds to get the backup one going. And I'll figure it out in a minute because I'll log out and wait to see when it lands on Facebook. And if my numbers are in the toilet, nobody's watching. Not even Danny Campbell. If it ever came to that point, Danny Campbell's watching more than anybody else. Even the ones that I watched more than once, Danny Campbell has watched more of them in the 3-year history than I watched. But anyway, I digress. It is the weekend. Hug your family, love your family, spend some time with your family. Remember, you were there for them, and now they might have to be here for you. And deal with it and be happy. Don't spend the rest of your life sitting at a desk in Fleming Island, California, looking at Facebook and all these other social media networks and going, I got to find something to go live on. Don't. If it's that important, you will. There's more to it than life. Get out of your room, go outside, sit in the sun, go out of the room, take a Chromebook or a tablet, sit outside, and go on live. If that's really what you want to do. Take a ball and go throw it with your Rottweiler. I don't know. I'm Dave Glovin, you're not. This is the final part of the program where I say you've been watching Boogie with the Bull Uncensored, which is a copyrighted presentation of the No Budget Broadcasting Company. We own the name, we own me, we own everything associated with the broadcast. We pay for StreamYard, and actually we don't. We have a Boogie with the Bull benefactor that pays for StreamYard. And It's about time people woke up. If you don't like our benefactor, and all of you know who he is, if you don't like him, don't watch me. Anyway, but this is, we're not in this for the money. We understand that at some point there are things that have to be paid for if we want to do this, and if we don't want to do this anymore, then there won't be expenses. Or we go to Facebook Live Producer and use Facebook Live Producer as long as we can. And I've always said before, I don't think I would ever do that, because the one thing that Facebook has that they can take away from me that would hurt me the most is if I had to rely on Facebook Live Producer to do my broadcasts. Anyway, looks like the sun's trying to come out, but I heard that it's supposed to rain later this afternoon. But we live in Florida, beautiful Fleming Island, Florida. And during the most rain days, when it looks like it's going to rain at 4 o'clock, I'll come on and say, there's a 4 o'clock chance of rain today. And then I'll laugh on the next broadcast. I'll say, yeah, it rained at 4 o'clock. Oh, God, it was thunder. It was lightning. And it was the hardest falling rain I have ever seen. And 15 minutes after it started, it stopped, and the sky was out. The sun was dry. The sun was out. The ground was dry, and it looked like it hadn't even rained. And the Toyota, which is white, looked absolutely beautiful. But anyway, an hour and 26 minutes, and no one wanted to join in, so we can kill Messenger, which is okay. I always leave Messenger open in case there might be someone that wants to come in. I can post the link in, but I keep forgetting to do that. So if you want to be on a broadcast, you come into the live chat and you ask me, and come into the live chat. It doesn't matter which live chat you come into, you'll be on the broadcast. But YouTube live chat people can see me, but they can't see the Facebook live chat. So if you want to be seen in the live chat on Facebook, you have to be on my profile or any place else that we're on Facebook. If you come up on the live producer screen, the live broadcast screen on StreetLock, on Facebook, while on StreamYard, I either have to go to the other monitor and try to figure out who you are and ask you to do this one thing. So I just asked you to do it anyway. After you're done watching today's Boogie with the Bull broadcast, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. StreamYard.com/Facebook. Scroll down about halfway, you see a green or a blue or a greenish blue bar that says give permission. Click on that line, sit back, it'll flash, your screen will move, and then it'll say it's done. All that did was it made sure that you gave your profile permission for StreamYard to show who you are with your picture in the live chats on Facebook. Doesn't hurt you. No one's going to clone your account. I can't guarantee anyone's going to hack your account, clone your account, do anything to your account. It just means that when StreamYard is recording or live streaming, you can be on and I can see who you are. So do that. And if you're not sure you need to do that, if I acknowledge who you are in the live chat, and then I see Facebook user, and I, like I said, say, Facebook user, please do this, then you know it's you. Anyway, I'm Dave Glovin, you're not. This is the end of Boogie with the Bull, the Friday Free for All, the morning edition. We may or may not be back at 5 o'clock till 6:30, or we may be on from 5 to 5:30 to remind people again about the East Palestine Benefit Concert down in Danville, Kentucky at the Harlan Social Club. And then, if we can, at 6 p.m., we will be live with it on Facebook and on YouTube. and 2 places on Facebook and YouTube, the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. While you're watching it on Facebook, you will be able to see, I believe, I hope, or just go to the Soup Mama official page and make a donation. It's tax deductible, and if you need a tax deduction for 2023, do it. If you don't, make a donation anyway. And like President Trump has said in some of his campaign videos, if you cannot afford to make a donation to Soup Mama Official because you're living that extended on your own money, please don't make a donation. And we understand. Maybe ask those that you know that can't afford to go make a donation. But live well and prosper. That's all I'm going to say. Live well and prosper. And I hope your family lives well and prospers too. We're going to go double B's for victory. This Boogie with the Bull broadcast has come to an end. Actually, before that, it's Red Friday. Remember everybody deployed Friday. Remember everyone or everybody. I don't care. Remember everyone deployed Friday. We were red to salute the men and women of the United States military, the best military on the planet. And we remember those who left the United States to go off and represent the United States around the world and either came back broken or didn't come back. The ones that came back broken, we have a promise to fix and make as best again as we can, and to support them. And the ones who didn't come back, we're responsible to make sure your family is taken care of as well. And I don't know if we do that. Anyway, I'm Dave Glovin, you're not. Double B's for victory. This Boogie with the Bull broadcast is going to come to an end. One more time, we'll hit that, and we will go and say, actually, before we do that, Kelly McNiss Nixon, my friend, came on and said hello. I'm going to say goodbye, Kelly, because I'm wrapping it up just under 90 minutes. Actually, no, it's just over 90 minutes. So we may be back at 5 Eastern time till before we switch over and live stream the East Palestine Benefit Concert if we can. And in the event that we can't, we will be watching it. And make sure you watch it and you watch the American Rebellion tonight, Friday night, 7 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern, downstairs on the American Rebellion page. If I can, I may pop on for a few minutes. And you want to be sure that you watch because it's fun. And I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun when I'm there. And I promise to behave if I'm there tonight. Anyway, Kelly, have a great day. Great rest of the day. Get your weekend started because it's Friday. And whenever you boogie with a bull uncensored, because that's how it should be. One more time. Double B's for victory. This Boogie with a Bull broadcast is going to come to an end. I'm breaking up really bad. It's probably because the mic cord, let me see. The mic cord in the back of the mic is not, no, that's in there right. But there might be some breaks within the mic cable. I might have to replace the mic cable. And but we'll check it out. We'll check it out. It could also be crappy internet because it's supposed to rain. So I don't know, but we'll take a look at it, and when we fix it, we'll let you know. Double B's for